Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Today, I'm going to highlight one of the very best places to live near San Antonio. So stay tuned, this is going to be great. So you're moving to San Antonio. What if I told you there was a town just outside of San Antonio, a beautiful country feel, a river running through it, an old town main street, just everything you'd want, that old country charm, but only 30 minutes outside of the city? What would you say if I told you that? Well, you'd probably say, sign me up. Today we're going to talk about Boerne, Texas. I'm your host and city real estate guide, Chris Waggy. Before we begin, make sure you hit the subscription and notification bell. That way you can stay up to date on everything we cover each week. So, what is it about this magical little town called Boerne? Boerne sits just 17 miles north of 1604 and just 31 miles north of downtown San Antonio up I-10. That's just a short commute to this hill country charm. This charming oasis is the seat of Kendall County and has become a destination for day tourists, locals, and out-of-staters alike. Now, if you're around from these here parts, you probably know all about Boerne. But just in case you don't, let's do a little history lesson. Boerne was founded in 1849, making it nearly 175 years old. It was named after a German author, Ludwig Boerne. Now, you're probably asking, what's a town in central Texas being named after a German author for? Well, let me tell you. So way back in the day, there was a group called the Alderverstein. I probably didn't pronounce that right. But they basically got a whole bunch of Germans together and did mass migration to central Texas. So now you have several of the cities, Fredericksburg, Boerne, New Braunfels, all have these strong German heritage roots. You can still see those roots today, from Wurstfest over in New Braunfels to the spattering of German restaurants throughout Fredericksburg and Boerne. Now, after this mass migration, it wasn't always easy sailing for Boerne. The Great Depression really hit hard, just like it did across small towns all across the country. But luckily, in the 1950s, Boerne started to come back. It has since grown to not only be a popular spot to live, but also a popular day tourist and even a weekender getaway destination. So, what makes Boerne so special? Let's talk about some of the things. First is the setting. You're in the hill country, there's beautiful rolling hills, there's a river, the Guadalupe River running straight through the town. And it just sets you away. It's not like the hustle and bustle of the big San Antonio city. This really has that country charm. And speaking of the country charm, the main street right through the town still has some of the older buildings. So you get that kind of Norman Rockwell feeling while you're there. And the buildings, the insides have been refurbished and the outsides have stayed historic. So Boerne Main Street is really a special place to window shop or go out to one of the many restaurants they have. Another thing that makes it special is the proximity to San Antonio. With construction on I-10 nearing completion, it is just a short drive to be at the Rim shopping area or just a little further and you're in downtown San Antonio. Boerne is also known for its events. Whether they're seasonal or farmers markets, there's always something going on, which makes it a fun time for the whole family. Also, the Boerne School District. This is one of the top school districts in the state, and it's one of the reasons it started booming in the first place. Before we start talking about some of the great places to live in Boerne, let's talk about some of my favorite places to visit when I'm there. First on the list is Little Gretel Restaurant. This sits just across the street from the Guadalupe River. It has a wonderful patio and some great German food and a good selection of beer. Definitely a must stop. Another just up the street is the Dodging Duck. With a great selection of drinks and wonderful food, their patio has music going. It's a great place to stop by. Another fun place for the family would be the Dog and Pony restaurant. With lots of room for the kids to play, this place has some of the best burgers you can get in town. And if you're looking to class things up a little bit, Peggy's on the Green is the place to go. With a high-end restaurant and impeccable service and a beautiful area it overlooks, it's somewhere we always try to stop by for a little more special of an occasion. And if you're looking for libations, there's plenty of places to add to your pub crawl in Boerne. The Cibolo Creek Brewing Company has some great craft beers you can try and a nice patio to sit on and watch the traffic go by or just people watch in general. There's also the Boerne Wine Company, a wonderful place to stop into. And of course, don't forget after you've had your drinks to go and do some window shopping. Whether it's just craft goods or seasonal items, there's something for everyone there. So now that you're starting to get a feel for Boerne, you're probably asking, hey Chris, where can I find a home there? I want to move there. Well, first let me tell you, the market is hot, but I've highlighted some of my favorite places there. There's a really wide selection of homes in Boerne, from townhomes in the high 200,000s to homes that run over a couple million. There's really just a wide selection. So if you're trying to stay downtown Boerne right by Main Street, you're gonna be spending some money. These are older homes mostly, and they've been redone. You're gonna be in the mid 400,000s and up. Now, also near downtown, there are new homes popping up left and right. These communities have everything from low 400s on up, and they bring some fresh designs. Definitely worth checking out, and we can go do a tour of them at any time. Now, if the main reason you're drawn to Boerne is the school district, but you want a shorter commute, then maybe one place we want to check out is Fair Oaks Ranch. Fair Oaks Ranch has a wide selection of homes. A lot of them sit on half-acre lots. It's really a wonderful place to live. They do have some more regular style neighborhoods on the smaller lots, and these are gonna run from the high 200s on up. For the larger lots, you're gonna be looking mid to high 300s and up, and they can go into several million. If you're looking for something a little more rustic, a little more rural, then I recommend River Road neighborhood. This is just north of Boerne, about 15 minutes northeast. And this small neighborhood actually has its own river access to the Guadalupe River. So you have a little park, you can go. It's really cute. It's not a big neighborhood though. Currently there's nothing for sale in it, but homes do pop up and they definitely go fast. So as I mentioned, Boerne's market is hot. With an average sold value of around $550,000, it's definitely not one of the cheaper places to live. And homes under $350,000, well, they don't even last a month on the market. Boerne's popularity just continues to keep rising. Over the last 2 years, the median home value has risen by $57,000. I don't see these gains stopping anytime soon as they expand their school district and more businesses move in. The new neighborhoods keep going and people just are drawn like a magnet to this place. So, what do you do if your heart is set on living in Boerne? Well, first, you give me a call. There are some good deals to be had there, but mostly you're going to be paying a premium to live there. It is worth it. It's a beautiful town, a beautiful setting, a great school district, and a short commute, but you have to be ready to go. So when you call me, I'm gonna talk to you. I'll get you pre-qualified with a lender, and then we'll start looking at what the market has within your price range. In this market, it's not just the highest offer that's always going to win. You have to get creative. You have to be able to put together offers that are attractive to sellers. When everyone is offering over asking, it's the ones that are a little special that stand apart and get chosen. So now that you know more about this special town of Boerne, make sure you're subscribed because we're going to cover other great, amazing places to live in and around San Antonio week by week. We're also going to get into some of the tips and tricks to purchasing and selling real estate and also cover a little bit about investing. So to recap, if you're going to be calling Boerne or San Antonio home soon, give me a call, shoot me an email, send me a text, leave a comment. use the old carrier pigeon. Whatever you have to do, just make sure you get a hold of me and we'll get started finding you your piece of this amazing area. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and God bless.